Yo, I don't care what anybody says about Naruto Shippuden. If you're still hating on it at this point, then you should be ashamed of yourself because episodes 476 and 477 were arguably the best episodes of Naruto Shippuden thus far. Now I say that for various reasons because for one, the fight was just, man, outstanding. And I know a lot of people just prefer to simply read the manga. And I will say, if that's you, then by all means, go with the manga. I have the manga. I've read the manga. I love the manga. But some of the things that happened in this fight, the manga just could not capture. And I mean, I'm talking about mostly the fist fighting. Man, it was just so intense and amazing to watch. And you can definitely tell that Studio Period put a whole lot of work into this, man. They told us that they wanted to delay it for a week so that they could put a whole lot of work into it and make it as good as they could visually. And honestly, I feel like they did just that. Now, another thing I really liked was that they added a few things in there. And for starters, it was that little Neji tribute right before the fight started. Man, that was amazing. I'm glad that after Neji's death, they don't just throw his character away, which I knew they didn't because they're going to do a tribute to him in, I believe, chapter 700. I don't know what episode it'll be, but there was one tribute to him. There's going to be a funeral for him, but it's just awesome to know that after losing a major character like that, his legacy doesn't fade away. There are still flashbacks to things that he said that have been very important towards telling the story of Naruto. And I feel like that was just an amazing thing to throw in. And it wasn't in the manga. It was very brief. I'd say maybe 15 to 20 seconds. But it was definitely effective towards adding to the fight. Now, other things they added, a lot of people were hoping that Sasuke used his technique, Kiden again, the one that he used on Itachi where he summoned the lightning dragon from the sky, and he used it at the moment nobody would expect. It was so freaking awesome. I'm a Sasuke fanboy. Everyone knows he's my most favorite anime character of all time, but just watching this fight, man, he used the technique again. It was awesome. Just the entire fight was awesome. They captured so many things so well throughout the fight, and emotionally, I don't think that it really captured me emotionally. And the reason I say so is because I read the manga. It was emotional when I read the manga. I played Storm 4 over and over and over. And honestly, in my opinion, the emotional side of it, Storm 4 captured probably better up until the very end of the fight, which was when Sasuke was saying over and over and over again, "You keep getting in my way." It felt like at that point, you could definitely feel the emotion of all of this going on. I mean, we all know Naruto's been wanting to bring Sasuke back for a long time now. We know how he feels about Sasuke. We know how secretly Sasuke feels about Naruto. And so I guess that's why it didn't really capture me emotionally throughout the entire fight with Naruto saying, "I don't want to kill you. I don't want this to go this way. I want to change it so that we can work together." And then Sasuke, his goal has changed so many times that nothing really catches me off guard with him anymore because it's just we've seen it all. He went from the good guy to the bad guy to the kind of good guy and then back to the bad guy. So we've seen Sasuke change so many times that it doesn't really wow me to watch him on screen, really, when he's discussing his plan or just trying to kill Naruto in general, because we've seen him try to kill Kaden. We've seen him try to kill Sakura multiple times. I believe it was 2 or 3. We've seen him try to kill Kakashi. We've seen him try to kill the Hokages that got in his way. So it's like seeing him try to kill Naruto really didn't do anything for me. And that's just me personally, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to watch this and definitely be into the emotional side of it, which I feel is just amazing. And everything about this fight was amazing. Another thing that I love that they did, which was in the manga, there were several pages of flashbacks, and we all know Naruto is the flashback kings. That's what they do. It's flashback after flashback, but they don't care if you've seen it a million plus times. You're still going to get that flashback. There's no fight in Naruto without a flashback or reference to something that's happened in the past, be it something small or something big. There is no fight that doesn't replay some kind of flashback. And I knew they were going to do that by reading the manga, but what was so awesome about it was that they kept all of it to a minimum. It wasn't like very long flashbacks. They condensed this fight to where it was only 2 episodes. And even me myself, when I read the fight, I was thinking myself, when it comes time for this to be animated, it's probably going to be 5 or 6 episodes. They condensed it to 2, which was amazing and kind of bad, because I definitely would have liked to see it rear on, but I mean, they're out of strength after their fights with Kaguya, Madara, Obito. So, I mean, yeah, they had to shorten it. But I just feel like it would have been awesome to make the fight a little longer, but that definitely would have called for more flashbacks, which I don't really care for. But overall, man, it was great. Honestly, if you're someone who just reads the manga, you got to watch the episodes. I know there are some people who are strictly manga, and that's good. That's great. It's good that you read it and you enjoy it, but seeing it visually, and maybe this is just an opinion for me, but there's nothing like seeing great anime moments visually. Like for me, I like to watch them on my TV. This time I watched it on my phone, but I just seeing it visually, man, there was nothing like fights like that. And I'm like that with any anime, be it Dragon Ball Z, Fairy Tail, Haikyuu, even if it's not just action anime. I love to read it and watch it. Just in case, when you read something, it's not described or you can't picture it the right way, if that makes any sense. I know in the battle with Kaguya, Naruto, and Sasuke, and even in the Naruto and Sasuke fight in the manga, there's a lot of things that I read when it was just explosion after explosion, and I didn't really know what was going on. It was kind of like, oh, okay, some strong attack just happened, but getting to see it and watch what actually happened makes it all the better, in my opinion. Now, another great thing that I feel like this battle conveyed, mostly for Sasuke, was the fact that even though his goal was to kill Naruto, you could see that he was forcing himself into trying to do all of it. It's definitely something he really doesn't want to do, but to become the person that he thinks he needs to be in order to protect the world, he's forcing himself to try and kill Naruto. And I know a lot of people probably already know that, but just getting to watch it, if you pay attention to him, Sasuke definitely at the beginning of the battle was just fighting because he knew he needed to do it. He wasn't holding anything back, and he wanted to finish the fight as quickly as possible because he knew, I feel like honestly, he knew as the fight progressed, he was going to less and less actually want to do it. And it didn't seem that way, but I feel like that's just what his character felt at the time. If it makes any sense, he wanted to knock it out quickly. And there was one moment when he absorbed all the chakra from the tail beast, and I thought that was awesome because in the manga, I couldn't really tell what the heck was going on when he did that, but his Susanoo turned into like that ghost from Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase, and I thought that was pretty cool, but it was just like OP as hell. Thing was super powerful, and then we find out that Naruto can do absolutely nothing against it until we see Kurama, who's been holding on to some nature energy for him. And that's when the clash goes in, and we get to see Sasuke's ultimate technique along with one of Naruto's. It didn't say the name of Naruto's, but Indra's arrow. I thought that was so freaking awesome, man. That technique was just amazing. And for all you people who are saying that freaking Naruto characters can't beat Dragon Ball Z characters, I want to see Yamcha get up after an Indra's arrow. I want to see that. But overall, honestly, man, just great fight. Great fight. Great 2 episodes. Condensed flashbacks. They didn't take up too much time. Even when Kakashi and Sakura showed, it didn't take up much time. These 2 episodes were just about the bond and the rivalry between Naruto and Sasuke, and honestly, I feel like that's just the way it should have been. It's going to continue on into next week. It ended right as they clashed, so it hasn't shown anything past that. If you haven't watched it, I don't know why you're watching this review if you haven't watched it, but anyway, Yes, definitely. Please go check out these 2 episodes if you are a Naruto fan. And for all of you people who are saying, I can't believe Naruto's still going on, it's such a crappy anime, that's an opinion. That is not a fact. That is an opinion. And that goes to say with any anime. And for all of you who are saying Naruto is just, it's not as good as other anime, that's an opinion. So with that said, I'm going to leave it at that. I've just seen a few comments saying Naruto needs to be in. No, it doesn't. Sure enough, the fillers need to stop, but Naruto does not need to end. Because if you're a fan of something, you want to see that go on as long as it can. So, yeah, with that said, anyway, that's my review for these 2 episodes. Go check them out if you have not. They were absolutely amazing. Visually, there were a few things that looked a little bit off, but overall, once the fight started, you probably would hardly pay any of that any attention. So animation was great, episode was great, dialogue of course was great, everything about the episode was great, intro was great, just yeah. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble on. Hope you guys like the video. If you do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content, and I am Animated Heroes. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.